Yeah, let's end this series with an actual, wrapping up of things.
Have the final episode be a Q&A.
Oh, God. Series finale, just them sitting in a room answering questions.
It'll save on animation.
God, it would. That would be the worst episode ever, though.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Pony 411. This is episode 240 for the week of October 7th, 2018. I am Nemesis, and I am joined, as always, by Alca7raz.
Yo.
Kind of interesting week this week. I've been playing Horizon 4 a lot.
Oh, yeah, that did just come out, and you have Game Pass.
Yeah, Game Pass.
I still haven't beaten 2.
Yeah. I would recommend just skipping to 4 at this point.
Just stopping 2?
Just go to 4.
I have to go and get it.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's actually pretty cool because the online things change stuff up because now you see other people driving around online.
Actual people and not just the drivatars?
Not just drivatars, the actual people are ghosts, so they can't screw you up. But what happened was there's a drag strip there, and myself and like 4 other people had an impromptu drag race randomly.
That is something that you can do with that, just the emergent behavior.
Yeah, it's fun.
Emergent gameplay.
Or you just sit there doing donuts around someone who's sitting there doing nothing.
Just as it from an AFK.
Yeah.
Just do donuts around the AFK. Like an RPG like almost, like an MMO.
Yeah. I also actually, because it's October now, I actually went back and replayed Doki Doki again.
Oh no.
Yeah. I actually got the golden ending.
Like you need an excuse of October to do that.
Yeah. But I finally got the golden ending.
Golden ending.
Yep.
You want to go and play it to see your Naifu again.
Golden ending, which is the quote-unquote happy ending.
Happy. Relative term.
Relative term. It is, well, it's not, it's different. It is actually significantly different, but yeah. I won't say what it is. Still like that game. I need to actually I have some old mods download I need to install and play. Including one apparently will make me bawl, supposedly.
Bawl.
Because yeah, apparently it's really sad.
Oh. That kind of ball.
Not here to talk about that, of course. We actually do have pony stuff to talk about, believe it or not. Yes, we actually do. Because we have a bit of news to talk about. There's a new comic that just came out, which is, well, of course, Halloween-themed.
Spoopy.
Yep. There's the new episode that came out about Spike. And some fan content, quite a bit, actually, this time.
Yeah. Oh, a decent load of fan content.
So we're going to go through all of that in this episode, and we'll start off with the news as usual. So if you want to follow along with the news, go to pony411.libsyn.com/show notes. It's spelled LIBSYN. So we'll go ahead and get started with conventions. Ponyville Side of Us has announced Willow Milner, voice of Ember, who will be attending as a VIP and musical guest.
Yes, because she does singing, I believe. She does a lot of music, so she's not just a voice actor.
Yeah, and it's easy
kind of like
to trip up on
Ingrid
her.
Nilsson.
It's easy to trip up on her name.
Yeah.
Willow Milner.
Wilna Milner.
You just gotta try to add like more L's or something.
I want to add an N.
I
want to add an N into first name. Wilna.
Oh.
It's a Willa.
Wilma.
Willow. Yeah. Willow Milner. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, she's gonna be there. And fandom news: a Nightmare Night zine charity project is coming. If you don't know, a zine is basically a whole bunch of people just get together, make a little magazine type thing, mostly filled with artwork and stories and whatnot, probably. And so their pre-orders are open and supposed to release at the end of the month. And it's probably 100% safe for work, they said.
Yay! That's important.
And the money will be going to help the homeless.
That's always a good thing, I guess.
And another follow Equestria book printing is happening, this time for the side story Murky number 7. And it's actually fairly expensive because it's apparently going to be a pretty high quality book. It's $70 a book plus $30 for shipping. That's US and internationally be $35 to $45. Leather bound tome with silvered edges and silk bookmarks. So yeah, they're not cutting corners.
Yeah.
As Equestria Daily
spared
said.
no expense.
So merchandise news. Toys R Us might be coming back as a wholesale distributor, Jeffrey's Toy Box.
Yes.
They might be coming back.
Apparently they canceled their auction plans and they're going to try something. So who the heck knows what's going to happen?
So they continue to disappoint us with nothing we want in stock.
Now you reminded me of that one Overwatch comic. Tracer, I want you to carry me. That's good. So you can let me down one more time.
And Kotobukiya has revealed the painted version of the Pinkie Pie statue and said pre-orders will be opening soon, which is good because it's coming out in December, supposedly.
Soon.
So the pre-orders, yep, you can see the nice color picture. Yep, Kotobukiya, I've been pronouncing a little wrong.
Yep.
I was mostly right. And comic news. iTunes has a preview for Nightmare Nights #1. 3 pages there. And interesting, out of nowhere thing, a new one-shot comic called My Little Pony IDW 2020 is coming in January.
Yeah.
And there's a synopsis along with it, and a cover if you want to check that out. Ponyville's most courageous and magical ponies celebrate friendship and fun in this adventure set 20 years in the past. Twilight Sparkle, Rainbow Dash, and the rest of your favorite fillies as young foals. Surely things can't get too crazy, right? One thing's for sure, no matter what escapades they face, the magic of friendship will see them through.
Couple interesting things about that.
We finally have actual confirmation they are adults.
Yes, we know they are at least in their 20s.
The best we got.
Yes, that's the best we've got. Although it is interesting, we have Twilight with the rest of them, but we know Twilight wasn't around then.
I think that's just a cover, you dork.
I know, but it kind of, even the synopsis kind of says that they're all
It's probably going to be separate stories or something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's my assumption, if they're going to hold that, unless they just throw canon to the wind.
Yeah, you see on the cover that they
have because there was that one comic page that had like a snapshot, like a memory or a flashback that had all 6 of them in like one panel all together. Because I remember we commented on that. It's like, that's not right. Twilight wasn't around them back then.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
I mean, it's a whole part of this whole IDW celebration of their 20th anniversary. So a bunch of comics are doing stuff like 20 years in the past or 20 years in the future.
2020 vision. I mean,
that's it. 2020.
Yep.
So it's kind of interesting. Yeah. So we have the closest thing we got to confirmation of yes, they're actually adults. Although a lot of stuff they've been doing lately in the show would kind of confirm that, like running a school.
that's always been kind of thing. They live on their own and they hold jobs, so they're not kids.
Yeah.
They're not like young teenagers here.
Despite what Equestria Girls tries to tell you.
Yeah.
Equestria Girls always do that monkey
They're in
wrench
high school.
Yeah, so I think some people try to. I think there are some people who try to insist they're teenagers or something. It's like, no.
The ponies are not. They are young
Definitely
adults.
Not the pony ones.
At least.
So there's that. It's coming soon. And Equestria Girls news, an actually new music video came out called The Other Side, and it's
oh boy,
I was not expecting that when I watched it.
There is some serious energy coming off of that.
Rarity,
Hasbro, what are you doing?
They know what we want.
Like, holy crap, I'm surprised they got away with that.
Yeah, it was, okay, for lack of a better term, it was kind of sensual.
There was a lot of sensual energy.
And other kinds of energy.
And I hate to quote horse news, but a bunch of 13-year-old boys are definitely going to be watching this with their sisters now.
An awakening has had begun.
For kids.
Slightly older kids who are growing up.
Yeah.
But it was this is the wear the weird carousel dress.
Yeah, Rarity wears that one, and I'm not
which is just kind of goofy looking. I'll concept part of that. What's high fashion.
Yeah,
the weird stuff. But then you got their other outfit, which is like makes her look like a villain with the spiked shoulder pad and everything. Yeah. It's like
that one is actually pretty cool.
Yeah, it's cool looking, and cape, spiked shoulder pad, black outfit.
The cape
actually kind of reminded me of David Bowie in Labyrinth.
Huh.
Same sort of energy, actually.
Yeah. Huh.
She looked kind of villainous and everything. And also she jumped through the mirror.
Yeah.
And I was expecting to turn into a pony.
Yeah, they started looking at the pony designs.
It's a really cool shot.
And then
it's almost kind of ruined by the weird carousel dress.
Yeah.
Because it's a really cool shot otherwise. Oh yeah, the actual song itself is actually pretty nice.
I like the intro of it and the build up, but I'm not a huge fan of like the chorus. It just kind of feels kind of anticlimactic in the chorus part, but yeah. But seriously, no one cares about the rest of that. They just care about what the heck are you doing with Rarity.
So the fan art hit will begin if it hasn't already.
Oh, it has already begun.
Because I literally looked and I just saw vectors and screen caps.
Oh, yeah. There's mostly those. There's a couple. One particular I've seen, and I know you've seen. You're looking at it earlier, but it's. I think everyone's just. Why do we need fan art? We have this. This is already what we go with.
I remember that old comic way back when. How am I supposed to make sex jokes about My Little Pony when the show does it for me?
Exactly. Like we don't have anything else to make. You've done it for us.
That's the strategy. That's how they stop us from doing it.
Apparently, they just beat us to the punch. It's not fun anymore when you've already done it.
Nintendo almost stopped it. They could have stopped it.
Yeah, it's like are they competing now? Nintendo and Hasbro.
Yeah, so it's a music video and it's a thing.
It's a thing.
Judge for yourself. So that's the end of the news, and what a way to end the news.
What a way to end it.
So that's that for that.
That's
exactly,
all, folks.
So
Good
go
night.
ahead and move on to the new comic, Friendship is Magic number 71, which, as I said earlier, is spooky
Spoopy.
theme, Nightmare Night, all that stuff.
Too spoopy.
Got this one, the cover I have is cover A, and it's got three of the princesses as witches. Got written by Ted Anderson, art by Andy Price, and colored by Heather Buckle. In which, the student six or young six, or however you want to call them, are Nightmare Night stuff, and some of them it's their first one, and
Nightmare Night, what a fright.
all dressing up and stuff. All not Smolder, because I guess Smolder's too cool for it or something.
Yep.
One of those. I'm too old for this.
Too old for free candy?
Never. Yeah, and, they want to do the Nightmare Night thing, and then, hey, some mysterious pony pops up and tells them to go to the Castle of Two Sisters. And, hey, surprise, it's Twilight. And then they find that there's weird things going on. Then, oh, wait, this stuff wasn't supposed to happen.
It wasn't supposed to go that way.
Because apparently a bunch of the main six decided to do things and can tell Twilight, and, now things are in danger. So, yay. Yeah, the young six are in danger. That's pretty much the story. Yeah, it's a bog simple story. Pretty simple stuff. Cool artwork throughout. It's a kind of nice little lesson about fear and whatnot. So it's actually it's kind of simple, but it's pretty entertaining story-wise. Art's great. There's the 2-page spread thing of the town of Ponyville with a whole bunch of stuff in it.
Wow, there's so many references. It's great.
You see Three Stooges, Elvis, I think that's Janis Joplin, Calvin and Hobbes, Transformers, Captain America, Batman, whole bunch of stuff.
Yeah, there's a ton of references. There's a bunch of puns slittered throughout it, too.
Yep, Elm Street there.
There's
and Sunset Shimmer's actually in there.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
Her first comic appearance since, I think, the last Equestria Girls comic several years ago.
Yep.
She has not appeared ever since then, and here
Trixie,
she is.
Starlight, and Sunset all around being
One of these
amazed by a
things
magic
is not like
ball.
the other. But there's Optimus Prime. That was actually kind of neat. Seeing that. There was Star Trek and Star Wars.
Yep.
Yeah, it's actually pretty cool. Gallus gets Gallus gets kind of put in his place. I'm not scared. Blah! He's a little scared.
He's a little scared.
Yeah, I like that. And also throughout the book, there's actually stuff around the art panels.
Yeah, I was gonna mention that. There's little things going on.
So you got to look, because there's a whole bunch of stuff there. I see like Winona with a little flight hat next to a red doghouse.
Yep.
Yeah. Although what's weird is we see Fluttershy's dressed up, and it's like, didn't we establish Fluttershy doesn't do Nightmare Night?
Not really. She doesn't really do it. Yeah.
So that's kind of weird in of itself. So
it's just not her thing.
Oversight. Yeah, it's also we do see the main six in new costumes, so that's the thing. You can see who they are.
Yeah. But yeah, Yona once again.
Yona.
Fear. Use it! That was great. That whole thing.
Yeah, it was actually a pretty entertaining little comic overall. Again, the story's very simple, but it's worth it for the art and references.
Oh god, yeah, the references are amazing.
Yeah. So yeah, it's totally worth picking up for sure.
Oh yeah, I was chuckling through it.
So that's the comic.
Yep, that's a comic.
Really nice comic. And we'll go ahead and move over to the new episode, which is Father Knows Beast. So to quickly summarize, let's see, Spike's working on his flying with Twilight. Turns out she's been teaching him wrong. Smolder helps him out. And then a dragon crash lands in Ponyville, and he's really injured. So Spike helps, gets him to the castle. Him and the main six help him out, get him feeling better. Then he says he's Spike's dad, and surprise. And then, he starts deciding to help, spend time with him and then teach him how dragons live and all this stuff, and tell him basically he's been doing it wrong the entire time and doing this. So Spike starts doing this, takes in the heart, and he's sailing in the castle, and hey, looks like something's off. And then Spike winds up talking to Smolder a bit more, and he's like, that's not dragon culture at all. And then they'll confront him, and he admits he lied. He's not even Spike's dad at all, and he runs away. And then Spike and Twilight hug, and blah. End.
You're not my real dad. Episode summed up.
Yeah. Actually, pretty interesting episode. This is written by Josh Haber, who seems to have taken a shine to Spike episodes lately.
For the better, I think. But these Spike-focused episodes have actually been pretty decent.
It's kind of interesting. It's a freeloader episode. Someone I saw call it.
Yeah.
Because it's his whole Sludge there. That's his name. Decided to this whole castle thing was really cushy, so he decided he needed to stay there regardless of how he stayed there.
Saw an opportunity and took it.
Yeah, as he put it. And he's surprised. He's an absolute jerk brag.
Yep.
Awful
He's a
person.
jerk.
He's an awful person.
Yep.
Through and through. It's interesting because, we don't really actually technically learn anything about dragons other than this one specific dragon. And he just straight up lies like, yeah, dragons don't do pillows and stuff. They just live on rocks. Comfort is not a thing.
Yep.
And Spike just believes him.
Because, it's your dad, right?
Right. Yeah, and the thing was, I remember, Sludge also just made up this nonsense story about why Spike was orphaned.
Yeah. Is there any questions you want? Why'd you leave me?
Yeah, he made up this nonsense, and it was funny. The meat of the pony start poking holes in the story
immediately. Yes.
Like, what about the? I don't have all the answers. Oof. It's kind of weird to talk about because it's pretty basic.
It is. There's not like huge things because, Sludge wasn't Spike's dad. There's no real big revelations or things. It's just some jerk. So it didn't really change the status quo at all in this episode. I think the best parts are some of the little things.
Mm-hmm.
Some of just the little things. I think there's a little bit of growth that we've seen between Spike and Smolder.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit more.
To Shipper's delight.
To Shipper's, yes.
Some Shipper's delight.
Some. But you kind of see them getting a little bit closer together. Smolder's basically turning into Spike's. This is what dragons are like, kind of a person. Just talk to me.
Almost
I'll let you know.
Big sister.
Almost like a big
Uh-oh.
sister. I think that would be a better one. Let's kill the ship and just make Smolder the adoptive big sister. I approve of this.
Q screaming.
Oh, shippers scream anyway. That's just a given.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting because if we're gonna be honest, Sludge is actually the first dragon I've seen that's even somewhat close to Spike's, I guess, body type.
I guess
Except
slightly
bigger.
Yeah, because we've seen a bunch of different body types, but not that many.
For the
like
most part, a
Spike.
lot of them are kind of but we don't see anyone like Spike, where it's like kind of short and round.
Yep. Short round. Ha.
Oh. Yeah, because I was wondering, because like, okay, it's obvious he's just a freeloader, right? That's what I was going in this episode thinking he's just gonna be a freeloader liar, right? And then I thought for a second, after the first montage with him recovering, I thought, oh, maybe I was wrong, because it started to look like, oh, things are actually fine-ish, maybe. But then people like, no, he's a freeloader. Because yeah, he sung a song, and
Yep, he sung a song,
which is an interesting one.
Snigga Snog.
About how being a dragon.
Yep.
But being a dragon is supposed to be.
Except it totally isn't.
And then at the end revealing, oh no.
Mwahahaha. Yes, evil laugh and everything. There's one other part that I'm surprised you haven't brought up yet, unless you've been waiting for.
I don't know.
One of those little things. Spike and Twilight.
Oh yeah, I was getting to that eventually.
Yeah.
Yeah, Spike and Twilight, because I think that's the biggest kind of revelation of the episode, honestly, which is it implies Spike and Twilight do see themselves in a mother-son relationship.
To some degree, yes.
Because the way Spike spoke about it was, this is...
Yeah,
because
Twilight raised me. And
because Twilight's like, I'm worried about this, and Spike's like, you're just upset because my real parent is here. And she just heartbroken, literally heartbroken, as we
did
saw.
The whole X-ray, and
yeah,
that was kind of a cool effect.
Yeah, that's it's like, yeah, she sees herself as Spike's mom.
Yep,
and that's interesting because they've never really ever once attempted to define that.
Yeah, it's always been this weird nebulous thing. Are you big sister or mother or some weird combination of both?
Yeah, and I recall Lauren Faust was always like, I don't see her as his mom because she, they're too close in age, all that stuff, or whatever. And of course, that's another nebulous thing, is the ages and.
Yeah, but especially now that Twilight's an Alicorn, we have no idea how that affects her aging.
Yeah, that too. Well, that's not
like,
kind of
that
part's not really relevant if we're gonna be honest, because. Still, anyway, we know she was a kid when he hatched, so that's the thing. So that was always her thing, and now it's like, nah, they're moving away from that.
Yep.
It looks like they're kind of moving towards more solidly mother figure.
Yep. All the talk about how she raised him, and
because talking about how she raised him.
She raised him. Yes.
Yeah. Which is that's a thing, I guess now. I guess that's questions somewhat answered, although there's still wiggle room. Nebulous. There's still wiggle room, but it's not as much wiggle room as there was before.
Yeah.
That's probably the biggest thing the episode gave us.
Probably, yeah. That's what I will say.
Other than dragons are still jerks.
Dragons are just jerks. Even Smolder says we're jerks, but not like that.
Not that bad. But apparently Spike can sew. He makes throw pillows.
Yeah. He makes and does embroidery.
Speculation is it probably learned it either from Rarity or for Rarity.
Maybe a little of both.
It would not surprise you in which way.
That was the Rarity plushie.
Yep. Stepped on it. Sludge stepped on the Rarity plush.
Oh no.
Symbolic. And it's also interesting the main six all appearing in this and like helping him out in the weird ways they're trying to help him out. Like Pinky actually just used food. Get him to chase the food.
It worked.
Carrot on a stick.
Yep, did it.
Cupcake on a stick.
Cupcake with gems on a stick.
Yep.
And it worked.
It worked. Ha! Yeah, that was another thing. Getting Wonderbolts to carry him because he wasn't really trying to fly.
I think the intention, as we saw later, was assisting the flight until he could do it more and more on his own. That's what he was supposed to do, but he was just
lazing.
And
look, insight into his real character.
Yeah, we start seeing that more and more, and it's like, yeah, he's just taking advantage of this whole situation.
Oh yeah, I did like the bit where he was sleeping in Spike's room and Twilight pulled the covers off.
I did not want to see
even
that.
Though we don't normally wear clothes.
Yeah.
That was nice. So yeah, there's not. That's the thing, is there's not really a ton of.
There's not a huge amount.
We kind of do the character growth to a degree, just reaffirming a sort of what Twilight and Spike are to each other. Yeah. Beyond that, is because I guess the whole thing at the end was like she's like, I still will support you if you want to find your real family. And he's like, no, my real family's here.
Yeah. Interesting. It did have some kind of the core aspect did kind of play back to Dragon Quest. The whole Spike trying to figure out more about himself.
Yeah.
It's the same basic idea, though played out very differently.
Mm-hmm.
Different way of looking at it.
The quest came to him.
Yes, the quest came to him.
Yeah, they've toyed with the idea of like who is Spike and what are dragons, but they never really satisfactorily concluded it.
Yeah.
No satisfactory conclusion for that. So that's always several episodes now. We got Dragon Quest, the one where we first met Ember, so on and so forth. It's like we get bits and pieces, but nothing about Spike particular or whose parents are. And hey, we finally get a sign. No, but still no actual parentage.
Yep. No idea.
Still, they haven't even. Of course, they touched it, but didn't really bring up. I was like, why was there just a lone dragon egg in Equestria, and why did like Celestia and or her school have it?
Yeah, that's the biggest question.
That's the question that is kind of touched there and never actually addressed.
It's probably because it wasn't ever planned to be, and now they're kind of going, "Oh crap! How do we handle this?"
So that's interesting in of itself.
We do have the voice actor.
Oh yeah, the voice actor.
Voice actor for Sludge. Dave Petit.
Dave Petit, yeah.
Double on the T's on that one.
Yeah. I think he's done the stuff in the show before.
Does sound familiar.
I want to say he did, but yeah, I think someone thought it was the Jim Cummings. Like, no, it's not Jim Cummings.
Nah.
But
that would be a
part of me is almost certain that he's done stuff on the show before, but I need to double check that. Oh, he's in Valiant. Oh, that's interesting. He was the narrator in Valiant Hearts, the game.
Oh.
That was a good game.
That was a good game.
Yeah, I'm not seeing him on here at all.
All right.
Okay.
So,
I just
Nuvier.
probably. Yeah, I think I just saw him somewhere else and just thought it associated with MLP.
Nope.
Yeah. Pretty good job there. Guy's a gruff jerk.
Yep. Made a good jerk.
All they needed to do was put him in a wife beater, and there you go.
Yeah, that was
greasy
just
one.
Greasy wife beater. Yep.
But what's interesting is actually the beginning of the episode, the whole thing was Spike's not flying properly.
Yeah.
Part of the whole idea was Twice teaching him wrong because she just somehow overlooked the whole feathers thing.
Yeah, that there's a flight dynamics difference between the wings.
And I'm surprised. Well, I'm going to actually be surprised if I would overlook that. For one. For two, remember your complaint about when he got wings, how he flew really good?
Yeah.
And now it's like, well, no, turns out he doesn't have it. It's just, and that was also Haber.
Yeah. Oops. A slight little bit of continuity weirdness.
Haber doesn't sweat these details, apparently.
Apparently not. The explanation on why was also a bit weird. You weren't bending your wings. But feathered wings have to bend too. That's kind of important.
I don't know.
The point is they're different wings. They're shaped differently, different materials, so you have to use them differently. And that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
A feathered wing will fly different than a leather wing.
It was like Sludge was nice little touches. Like there's a bit where, he was lying all over the table, and as he left the room, he finger guns as he's walking back. The other bit when he ran away, went out the window, and then I'm taking the pillow.
Taking the pillow. After the whole big argument in the beginning, not argument, it was the discussion to a smolder. We don't really use pillows.
Yeah. Oh, they will if they just don't need them, but they'll.
But then they found out, oh, those are actually really nice.
Just try sleep. Just try using a pillow. Okay. Oh wow.
Oh.
This is so much better. Yes, Mulder sleeps in the dorm, I guess, at school. Guessing that's what. There's a bunch of stuff about the school. Still, just that this is not the time and place, but yeah, there's a bunch of stuff about that school.
Yeah, apparently we already know there's dorms.
This
essentially that was like the Christmas.
Yeah, but it's still just kind of Anyway, beyond that though,
but we don't have to.
Beyond that, I just not really a whole lot beyond that.
Yeah, it's
just
not a lot of meat.
Stranger Dragon shows up and he lies about being Spike's dad. And he's revealed to be a liar, and Spike just realized, Twilight is his family.
Moral of the story.
Family does not necessarily have to be blood.
Yeah, well, there's also the learning who you are. kind of a thing.
Yeah, and that was this other thing. It was like, because it's like, I think you're fine. You're fine the way you are. It's like, maybe that's just not how I'm supposed to be.
Yeah.
That whole thing. That's a fun time there.
Yep.
It's a pretty enjoyable episode. It's just, I think it brings up a couple things which never have had really satisfying answers. Never doesn't really answer those things. Except for, I guess, and that one thing it kind of answers, but not really definitively. So it's kind of like, yeah, it's fine. Just
it doesn't answer the question.
Haber's kind of starting to pull some, what was it? Moffat. Yes.
Stephen Moffat.
That sort of thing. It's just, here's a whole bunch of questions. Never going to actually answer them, but maybe you'll keep watching in hopes they'll be answered.
If you answer the questions, then you will lose the potential for future stories.
We already lost the potential for future stories.
Right, we got one more season.
See, next season, might as well answer all the questions.
Might as well. Let's end this series with an actual, wrapping up of things.
Have the final episode be a Q&A.
Oh, God. Series finale, just them sitting in a room answering questions.
It'll save on animation.
God, it would. That would be the worst episode ever, though.
I'm surprised they haven't actually done a clip episode now I'm thinking about it.
Don't tempt them.
Well, they're already writing it. So they've actually probably already written it. So all next season. So anything I say, if they happen to hear, they're like, really? Come on.
Anything I say cannot be used against me.
Also, now they can't use it because now if they use it, legal.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was actually a pretty nice episode.
It was a nice episode. Not a huge amount of meat to it, but it was still nice to see. And the little things.
Lots of little nice things. Just
were probably the best parts.
Also, Starlight got thrown out the window. Ha!
She got thrown out with the bathwater. And the tub, but she got thrown out with the bathwater. Don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. There she goes.
No, don't check the baby. Anyway. Okay, that's it. And so we're going to go ahead and move on to fan content. Which, again, you can, if you want to check out the fan content, you go to pony411.libsyn.com/shownotes. Spelled, again, LIBSYN. So we're going to go ahead and start with music.
Music. That's me. Oh, that's me. Right. So I got 3 songs this week that I want to feature. And I'm going to start it off with Vylet Pony's The Magic of Mischief, featuring Chi-Chi. This is just a really fun song. They knocked it out of the park on this. The instrumentals, the vocals, like, holy crap, the vocals on this are amazing. I love the feel of the song, but I can't quite place the name of the style or genre. It's tough to place. Violet's got his own thing that he does, and it's just really cool and really well done.
Mm-hmm.
About Discord, too.
Yes, heard that Discord reference. Almost right there. So, nope.
Well, the whole thing is about Discord.
But that particular, there was a specific reference to the song. Yeah, the song. One other thing I did like was the lo-fi crackle. That was pretty nice. Really nice melody. Particularly the piano stuff was really nice, and it's just kind of really catchy.
It is.
So yeah, it just really kind of gets in your head.
The next song I have is Skelter's Sunshine. And this one, I just find it fun. It's got really cool sound design. I love the sound design and the bass, that the synth bass it has. And it's just got a really nice beat. I can't find words to really describe it other than that, and I find that unfortunate, but it is a fun song, and I wanted to feature it.
Right. Yeah, it's bouncy, and there's a nice subtle use of voice clips.
Yes,
very subtle.
It's a No Wackings vinyl scratch, if I remember.
There's more than that,
There's
too.
more than that, but that's the one that I heard the most.
Yeah, there's definitely little subtle ones. You sometimes barely hear them.
Yeah.
So there, just, yeah. Because I distinctly heard Discord's voice at one point.
Yeah. It's good. Go check it out. And the last one I have is PrinceWhateverer's Solidarity. This is a really good song, and it hits the emotions. It's a heartfelt look at like the future of the fandom and like the fear people have of it going away and dying. But it's not a, oh no, everything's going away kind of emotional and sad. It's a hopeful, it's like, no, it's not going to kind of a story. But I really like the things it goes through, and it matches a lot of my own feelings as well on it. So I kind of relate to the song a lot. That's one of the reasons I like it. But yeah, it is really emotional. It also sounds really cool. As far as the actual song itself goes in quality, it's really well done. I like it's almost like that punk rock sort of. It's hard to place that because that's not quite the right genre name either. But you get what I'm trying to say. Yeah. It's like that punk metal that PrinceWhateverer does really well. And the vocal clips that just really sets it all in and really hits the emotions. But yeah, it's really good. I really recommend checking it out.
Yeah, it's got some really nice guitar and vocal in the song. The different instruments it uses, like you can hear the guitar stuff, obviously, but there's also like synth there as well, and it really feels like a mashup of different eras and styles of music. So it feels like the synth particularly kind of feels very 80s like, and there's stuff you can hear like it sounds like 90s pop, and then you got like mid-aughts alternative rock in there. So it's like this weird mashup of these at least three different kinds of styles from different eras.
But they're put together well.
Yeah, they're put together really well. So it's actually a really cool little effect that in of itself makes.
Being able to mix all those different eras together and make it work.
And also, I'm going to be honest, beginning sounds a little bit like an anime OP.
I
was like,
yeah,
I was half expecting Japanese to come out.
It does.
So yeah, there's that.
Yeah. Good song. Go check it out. It's good.
Yep. That's the music. And of course, this time I have fanfiction.
You do!
This time, after a week off.
Yeah.
And also an update.
Yeah, something finally updated. Isn't that scary?
Yeah. Second Chances, a redemption story, got a new chapter. And basically it's, well...
Things didn't go the way she wanted it to.
Or
it started to, and then it didn't.
What did it cost?
Everything.
Yeah.
Sort of. It's sort of that works that way. Not quite.
Not quite, but I wanted to make the joke.
Yeah, you want to make the joke, because, yeah.
Yeah, so it's Adagio. It's basically Adagio's lowest point so far in the story. Everything has gone wrong because of her act. Her own fault. It's all her own fault.
Yep.
It's like that one comic. Some of your problems are your own fault. In fact, most of her problems are our own fault.
Yep.
So let's see what happens from here. So that's the update, and I do have a featured fic as well, new one.
Yes, you do.
It's called Pony Horror Anthology by LoreLove, and it's actually 5 different stories all combined together, hence anthology.
Yes.
And as you can probably guess from the name, they all have a theme of horror.
No.
And I can't really summarize all of them because that's 5 different summaries, but it's 5 different stories. Most of them have a kind of a similar type of theming / type of horror.
Yeah,
kind of similar in their.
How do you try and sum up some?
Most of them
these?
are kind of on the psychological side.
Yeah, a lot of them are psychological.
And even the ones that aren't as psychological still have elements of psychological stuff in them.
Yeah.
But yeah, they have different. They focus on different characters and different things and whatnot. It's 32,000 words total, 5 different chapters. I would highly recommend just checking it all out. Most of those were actually written last year, but one of them was actually written just recently. So it's in.
I see you skirting those roles.
Well, it just got updated on the 1st. So I actually might expand it later on. I don't know.
Maybe.
Because as of right now, it's just 5 stories, and it's really interesting. I didn't notice this one last year. I guess I probably just glossed over it or something.
Right.
But it's my favorite one's the second one.
That one's the creepiest. I will say that is the scariest one.
Yeah. I will also say, though, that the third one is the weakest one. It just doesn't...
kind of weak.
It's the problem with that one is just simply it takes way too long to build to its point.
It's also kind of obvious, I guess.
Yeah, it's a little obvious, and it takes too long to get anywhere. It feels, most of it just kind of feels like it's just building and then kind of builds to something that's kind of...
Yeah, it is rather anticlimactic.
So... It's kind of the weak link, but otherwise, every other story is actually fantastic in its own way. I really like the second one because that's just...
Yeah, that one's the scariest, I think.
Yeah, so it's just... Yeah, you got this... it's just really nice. Just you got the stuff about camping, sleep.
Yeah. Things in the woods.
That one spot in the house is wrong.
Yeah, things in the woods... Things in the dark corners of your house. Lovecraft.
Yeah.
Things aren't right in your house. And a meteor shower.
Out of context spoilers.
Yeah.
I just go check it out and make sure to do it late at night when the lights are off and everything.
I had to split that into 2 days worth of reading because it was late. And I read the second one. I was like, yeah, we're going to do the rest later. Even though apparently I didn't need to. After the second one, I didn't need to.
I like to be able to sleep.
Yep.
Yeah, definitely check it out. It's really just worth spooking yourself. So that's the end of the fanfic, which means we are at the end of the episode.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. If you enjoyed it, you can check out past and future episodes at pony411.libsyn.com. Again, that's spelled LABSYN. All our episodes are there. And all the links to all the stuff I'm about to rattle off are there too, so you can do that. You can also check us out on YouTube, youtube.com/pony411. You can like, comment, subscribe there, click the notification bell, and get notifications when we upload new videos, whenever those are. You can also find us on Stitcher, stitcher.com, or the iOS or Android apps. You search for Pony411. You can find us on iTunes and search for Pony411 there. Rate and review and subscribe, all that stuff. And Google Play, play.google.com/music, and search for Pony411. You can also find us on Ponyville Live, ponyvillelive.com, and see us there. It's the YouTube link, and you can see other shows as well as music stations, and one of those is Ponyville FM, where we air every Tuesday night at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern. You can also check out live DJs and music and all that stuff 24/7. You can also contact us, pony411podcast@gmail.com. Questions, comments, criticisms. What do you think of the Spike episode with the non-lore? Almost got lore, but not really.
Almost, but then it was snatched away.
Thanks, Spike's not dad.
Not dad.
There's, of course, you can contact us via Facebook, facebook.com/pony411. Like us there. You can contact us. You can see new episodes that come out, pictures from conventions, old conventions we've gone to, all that stuff. We're also on Twitter. We're at Pony411. That's where we usually post social media things. That's, observations, random pictures, memes, whatever.
Memes.
That's where
the
stuff
lifeblood
happens.
of the internet.
Yep. And you can also follow our personal Twitters. I'm at Nemesis Prime 1, and he's at Alca7raz with a 7 and 7T and an underscore at the end. Well, no, toys, I think. Wait, no, what did I post about?
I don't even know.
I'm just posting about stuff.
Retweeting things again.
I haven't actually tweeted that much this week, but yeah. Filmed a new review video I'm pretty happy about. Hopefully that goes well. I don't think you've been tweeting much of anything except for pony pictures.
Yeah, I've just been retweeting a couple things.
So that's it. Join us next week. We're going to be talking about the finale, School Raise.
Oh boy.
The season 8 finale is finally upon us.
Finale. Oh boy.
If you haven't, already watched it.
Yeah, because it totally hasn't come out already a long time ago, right?
It's fine. It's fine. Shut up. So that's it. I hope you guys, as always, please pony responsibly. See ya.